What are the ways to help replenish the earth so we can flourish? That is the question today.
I'll just carry on from where Nancy left off there. See, because what comes to mind is like replenishing the soil. I love how you can take almost like a barren landscape and you're recycling again the plants, but you start to build up that soil again and or replenish the soil when you're and you can make your bit of paradise there. I love the Findhorn example there, how they, whatever that plant material, bring it in and let it recycle back into the earth and like I know I grow on a very sandy soil, but I do a lot of amending and everything and it's just wonderful to see that abundance. And also with living in a forested area and how that ecosystem, like it's a whole system. And when they came and they wanted to clear cut the forest in our area, and there's also like there's little lakes and all these in this forest, and they just wanted to take all the trees out in between. It was like, well, that's going to affect the water table. There's going to be the evaporation, the erosion, and they would say, the lumber companies will say, well, it'll all grow back in 14 years. And it's like, yeah, but I don't even know if I'll be around here, and like the damage it's done, and it's totally not necessary. Like I I have a wood wall, I've got a wood house. I am not against harvesting, but in a managing the forest, not clear cutting and doing it in a sustainable way. And so we created the Eco Museum, and with the purpose of keeping our forests intact. The Eco Museum is a museum without walls. And it was to keep our forest intact and keep our community way of life, preserve our way of life and the historical way of life. And it pulled together the community. And like we are all here because of the forest. And we pulled together and we started deciding like what activities we wanted in the forest and how we wanted to preserve the stories of the history here. And we put that all together and presented it to the lumber companies, and we did get it taken out of the cutting plan. So it's all it's all doable, and it was such a more very positive action instead of fighting the lumber companies. And I always came away from that very, you'd go there and they'd say they wanted your input, but they'd never listen and they'd just go ahead and do it. But this way it worked together. The community and all the players came together, and it worked. And with that, yeah, so there's hope. Replenish the earth and respect and do any harvesting in a sustainable way.